Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Corboy, back at it again today with a new video. And today, well, we're not doing Halo. I can't fucking believe it. I never thought this day would come, and neither did you. But today, I'm actually just doing a bit of a sit down and talk video about a game that I've actually been playing the last couple of days and have kind of been extremely hooked on, thanks to my roommate, who is obsessed with Vampire the Masquerade currently. And she recommended, hey, you should try out this new game. It's called Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt. And I was like, okay, cool. And I didn't know what to expect from it. I didn't expect it to be that great. Um, I was wrong. And I'm not getting paid to do this, but all I'm saying is you all need people need to start playing this game. It's fucking phenomenal. Um, Now, I've said in multiple videos of mine in the past that I'm not a fan of the BR system of games. To me, I think market is a little bit oversaturated at this point. I think it's kind of on its last legs. But sometimes a game comes around that I cannot help but fall in love with. And right here is one of them. Something about this game is just super fucking fun. The gameplay feeling really fluid. The graphics looking pretty good. I have them on pretty low settings. I have like a medium, I think, is what I'm running at, and it still looks pretty fucking good, even to that degree. Lighting is done very well. The overall atmosphere of the game is just overall done extremely well. The gunplay feels really, really good. The movement feels very, very nice and smooth. It doesn't feel too loose or too stiff, which is one thing I always love whenever it comes to a good shooter, especially a third-person shooter. The best way I can describe this is, to me, like, the movement feels a lot like Apex Legends, which I do love because it's kind of based around the Titanfall movement style. This game feels like that, but a lot more extreme. You're a lot faster. You can run up buildings. You can kind of bounce off of walls and stuff like that. And the biggest thing with this game is, well, if you see me feed on somebody there, is you're a vampire, which is kind of badass. And there's a bunch of different classes. I think there's like 9 total that you can play as that have different abilities and different skill sets that you can use. You can see right here in the middle of the screen, there's like 2 different abilities. Some of the factions like share abilities, but then they have like a ultimate kind of like ability that'll do different things. The main character that I play, he just goes invisible and can move faster than most other players, which I think is really fucking cool. It's really fun. The biggest thing with this game, though, the thing that I absolutely fell in love with, and it's one thing that I always harp on when it comes to shooters, is how the gunplay feels. And this game's gunplay feels very, very well done. It doesn't feel clunky. It doesn't feel loose. It feels like all your shots are hitting whenever you're looking at somebody. One thing that I usually really concerned with when it comes to a third-person title, I've mentioned this before with Fortnite and stuff like that, that I feel like the gunplay is very inconsistent in those games, and in this game I don't feel that. It feels like every single thing you do actually works, and it feels like it actually reacts properly, which is one thing that I do love about this game. And just the general gameplay loop is really fun. The cool thing about this game that I've absolutely fallen in love with is when you're playing, and you'll have these like wild card events that'll happen whenever you're playing certain modes or playing a match. Some of them are like all the areas are high tier loot, or the gas moves significantly faster, which is really fun to me. There's also stuff that can happen on the map. You have like quests. You have these things called the entities, which is like what this area right here is. It's just like a bunch of enemies that you can kill, and they have like high tier loot after you kill them all. Super fun. There's like weapon stores on the map. There's like keys that you can get to unlock certain chests, to get like certain like legendary loot and stuff like that. Overall, it's just fucking phenomenal. I've had nothing but a blast playing this, and I'm possibly going to be streaming it tonight, so stop by stream if you want to come watch that. There's also another announcement involving stream near the end of this and everything. But overall, I just cannot get enough of this game, and it's kind of concerning because I don't see a lot of people playing it. The player count is actually kind of low. Of course, I expect this game to... It didn't have like a huge advertising budget from what it seems, which is kind of unfortunate. It is also only available on PC and PlayStation, so sorry to you Xbox players. I know, I'm a Halo player. I'm an Xbox guy all the way. But if you do play on PC or you play on PlayStation, I do highly recommend picking up this game. It is free, and all the content is basically fucking free as well. When it comes to the Battle Pass, it's free. Most of the cosmetics are, because you'll earn coins through the Battle Pass, and you can earn more coins even after completing the Battle Pass. There's just a lot more to it as well. Like I said, the gameplay is my favorite thing. It's always what I look for in a game. I don't really care about, like, how much content there is and stuff, but there's a lot of content in this game that's really fucking sick, and I'm going to get onto some of that more later. But the one thing is just the gameplay feels really, really good. The way that you approach combat or approach starting a game, I think, is very different from most BRs. It's not just about loot. As you can see here over in the left-hand corner, right beside my health and everything, there's like these 4 little marks. Those are all buffs to your character, and you will find certain people that have these buffs when you feed on them, and they go up over time. Of course, you can also feed upon the people that you down as well, and that will also help with your buffs as well. There's also armor. There's these like blood packs and blood syringes that you can use to heal while you're playing. And also there's like these ash container things. I forget what the fuck they're called. But you can pop those, and if you're in the red gas, you won't take damage for a certain amount of time. It's a lot of cool like gameplay mechanics that actually allow you to kind of freely embrace how you're gonna play. And it also happens out with a lot of the characters' abilities as well. Like I said, my character's main ability is he can throw down traps, and then also he has this like invisible ability that lasts for a couple of seconds, but he can run around really fast. So it's really good for like flanking on top of people. And also they usually have like passive traits as well, kind of similar to Apex Legends. It's very reminiscent of that, but I love the way it's done here. Overall, there's a lot of stuff in this game that like I just absolutely have been falling in love with. Like I said, my biggest thing for games anymore, that the way that I rate my games that I enjoy is, am I going back to play them? And especially when it comes to shooters or multiplayer games, is am I going to want to go back and play this, or did I leave going, yeah, this was really fun? And this game actually applies both of those. I found myself going back to play this game quite a fucking bit. I've probably dumped in about 2 days or so. I've probably dumped like 12 to 15 hours into it. I've just been having a blast with it. Playing round after round has just been really fun. There is other modes as well. There's, of course, your solos, duos, trios, and quads. There's also like a team deathmatch mode and everything like that as well, so if that's what you like, you can also play that. I haven't touched it yet, so I don't have a lot to say on it, but overall, this game has just been a fucking blast to hop into and play. I've had nothing but fun with it, and I do think this game actually deserves some more love, and I hope it does. I'm hoping this, you know, if y'all see this, you should go play it, is what I'm getting at here. But yeah, I'm tempted to stream this tonight. If not, I'm just gonna be playing Halo like normal. So you can come watch. You can also do, you know, you can do that. Come watch me. Come say hi. If we're playing it, you can ask some questions about the game and stuff like that. Who knows if I have people like, hey, I want to know about this. Go play it. I more than likely will. But overall, this game has just been a blast to hop on to. Like I said, the player count isn't that high. It's pretty decent, though. Like, you're going to find matches pretty quickly. I think the longest queue time I had was this morning, and it was like a minute and a half, maybe, which isn't bad at all. There's also a lot of weapon variety in this game, which I really like. There's, like, your typical assault rifle. There's an LMG, the burst rifle, marksman rifles, sniper rifles, fucking crossbows that do cool effects, too. Of course, there is like a rarity system as well that have different effects on these weapons. There's a lot of really cool shit to use, and you also have 3 weapons total instead of 2 like most games. You have your 2 ranged weapons, and then you have a melee, and some of those melee weapons have effects as well. For example, like the one I have right now, which is a spike bat. Whenever you hit somebody, it also heals you a little bit, which is pretty cool. There's like katanas, daggers, and stuff like that as well that just add overall like a lot of gameplay versatility to it. So if you want to play a certain way, you can use those weapons to play that said way. And it's just really fucking fun. Like, one thing that has really impressed me with this game, because when I heard it was a BR, I was like, I'm probably not going to like this. But there's so much variety to how you can play, and this game is very keen on, hey, you can't just hide around. You have to go do stuff. Like, you have to find a way to, you know, build your character and continue to actually be stronger than everybody else. And I do like that a lot. And plus, hiding doesn't work in here just due to the movement as well. People move so frantically. It's very much like, hey, you have to engage people at some point. You can't just hide around. And also the way the gas works and the wild card system and stuff like that. So overall, I really do like that aspect of it. They do not want this game to play slow. It's very fast, but it still feels very methodical when you're playing it as well. Like, everything just kind of connects extremely perfectly to a degree. And I absolutely love that. That is one thing that I absolutely love about games like this. I'm like, okay, cool, I want my character to react to exactly what I'm doing. And that's what happens here. I will say, a lot of people here that are playing the game seem to be pretty new players, so you're going to be getting some people who aren't nearly as good, and I've always said it before, I'm not a pro player by any means, but I'm always generally pretty fucking good at shooters, and I know what I'm picking up whenever I go into it. So it was pretty easy for me to learn the ropes of the game of like what I should be doing, what I shouldn't do, and stuff like that. Of course, I'm getting a little toxic going to throwing a little teabag there. There are emotes, but you know, I just like a good solid bag, and that's what I be going for. But overall, like, this game has just been damn near perfect. I haven't had any issues, especially when it comes to like frame drops or anything like that. And I was kind of expecting it because of how just visually well this game looks. Like, with a lot of the lighting and stuff like that, I was like, oh, am I going to get frame drops or anything like that? I don't notice it. You may notice it for your first game when shaders are loading and everything, but it's nothing significant to where it's going to ruin your gameplay. I have noticed that, but other than that, like, I do hope this game actually has a good lifespan. It's very fun. It's very enjoyable. And I do want to say this, like, about the team and everything. I do know this game is a PlayStation exclusive, so I know that definitely hurts some of the market when it comes to like Xbox players. But I hope that this battle royale doesn't take off necessarily, and doesn't provide enough money for them to keep it going. I do hope they add more to it though, to maybe appeal as a different kind of game and just keep the same gameplay style because it's genuinely so enjoyable. It feels very well done, and if people are looking for a very fun third-person shooter kind of battle royale type game to go into, this is one that I cannot recommend enough. Um, Other than that, though, there's really not a lot I can say more on it. I do have one announcement for today, and I'm just going to go ahead and let you all know in case you've stuck around. Tomorrow is my birthday. I don't typically do a lot for my birthday, so I'm going to be doing a stream after I get off work, and we're going to be streaming for quite a few hours tomorrow. So if y'all want to, come stop by. Come tell me happy birthday. Come have some fun with us. We're going to be playing some Halo. We're going to be playing a bunch of other fucking games, too, probably. But overall, I hope you all enjoy it. I'm going to let the rest of this gameplay play out, and yeah. Later, dudes.